Hello there. Hello. Hello there, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's keyword research video for local SEO, I want to share with you how you can start shaving traffic off of your biggest competitors, the big guys. So with recent phone calls and consultation sessions, I've been asked multiple times, Chris, what do you mean by targeting low competition keywords and go and build content? So that's exactly what I want to give you. I want to give you one strategy, one technique, a keyword research technique that will allow you, once you have your website, you have your homepage, you have your About Us, you have your services, you have your location pages up, you have all of your commercial intent, but how can I just build out a strategy? Like, what do I need to do, Chris? So that's what I'm going to walk you through today. I do not want to waste any time. Let's get right into it. So for this example, we are going to be using SEMrush. Now, SEMrush is a paid tool. Now, there's a plethora of tools out there. This is what I use. You can choose whatever you want. But you're going to need a tool, and why is that? To make the process faster. Now, aside from having a tool, and if we want to do a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 1 is you're going to need a tool, an SEO tool of some sort. Number 2 is we need to analyze and know our competitors. If you're in business, I'm sure you know your competitors, but that's number 2. We need to figure out, well, who's our leading competitor? So that's going to be, let's say, for instance, okay, that we are doing, I don't know, assisted living in Portland. All right. Let's say, for instance, that that's our keyword. This is just random keyword. So if we're doing assisted living, all right, and we take a look here and we start seeing, okay, a place for mom is going to be one of them. All right. Now, again, I have no idea who this site is. This I don't know. For the example, though, so we have analyzed and we've came to the realization, okay, so paying for senior care, a place for mom, retirement living. These are our leading competitors if our top keyword is assisted living in Portland. Now, we need to come up with an effective content marketing strategy because remember, if we want to rank on Google, that's content. I know you're not in the content business, but if we want to start pulling in traffic, and we don't want to pay for it, we're talking about long game here, then we need to start building out content. Now, the content strategy that I'm giving you, or the keyword research strategy that I'm going to give you, is by utilizing what is already bringing in traffic for your leading competitor, but what they're not focused on. You see, when a site becomes very authoritative, such as the competitors for a keyword such as this, like these sites are very authoritative, they start bringing in traffic for other keywords that they don't have dedicated pages on, because they're so authoritative. So by you being the smaller website, the small business owner, by us analyzing what they're getting traffic for, but they're not optimized for, they're only bringing it in off of authority. By us making dedicated pages based on those keywords, and that's what I'm walking you through, we can start shaving traffic off the big guys little by little, and then after time, we're going to be the authority. So let's keep walking through. I just want to explain to you the strategy and why we're going to be utilizing it. So again, we already have our asset in place. We have the website, we have locations, we have services, we have the About Us, right? Those assets are there. Those are our commercial intent. This is what we do. So let's take a look, and we'll take this here, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what we're going to do, and I'll map out a strategy, and I'll give you the steps that you need to take care of. All right. So first thing is, of course, we need a tool. Next is we need to do our competitors one by one to look for vulnerabilities or for a leg up. We're looking for a way that we could get in and start building traffic about content that's related to a business, and we want to see what's already working for the big guys. If it's working for them and they're bringing in traffic, then that's what we want to base content off of. Let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to take the competitor, we're going to put them inside of here. Whoops. Let's bring this back over. All right. We're live. Don't forget. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put our competitor inside of SEMrush. Now, again, you could use any tool you want. Once we have that inside of here, we're looking for organic research. Now, organic research, again, is going to show us the keywords that they're actually getting traffic for organically, and then we're going to start breaking it down. Now, we can see that their top keywords are pretty much over here. These are the big keywords. Now, yes, you're going to have content on your page based around these, but that cannot be your main focus starting out, especially if you're in a competitive niche or if there's any authority sites in the play. What we need to start looking for is content opportunities that we can actually have a chance for, and we can start getting some traffic, a trickle of traffic, get some business in our door. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the organic keywords. So this is their top organic keywords, or the keywords that they're bringing in traffic for. So now we're going to bring this up. So we've gone through step 1. We have our tool. Step 2 is get the top 5 competitors. All right, so once we have our top 5 competitors, we're going to start analyzing them one by one, just like we're doing here. So step 3 is now we're starting to develop or creating a list of keywords that we want to go and create content based off of. So all we're simply doing then is we want to look at a couple of things. Now, you're going to have to rely upon the SERP, keyword difficulties. You can look at cost per click, but really at the end of the day, we're looking for anything that drives a little bit of traffic, and depending on your tool, that has a lower keyword difficulty. We're looking for something that's lower keyword difficulty, that actually drives traffic, that they don't have a dedicated page on. So let's go ahead and start pulling out some examples. So what we're going to do here is we're looking right here at their volumes and their keyword difficulties. So all we simply are looking for is, let's go ahead and pop this down. All right, so that's their bigger stuff. So let's go back up. All right, so now we can start figuring out our content strategy. All right, so number 3 is we're going to be looking for low competition keywords. And then 4 is we're going to map out the content. You know, as a business owner, we want to have everything. We want to do everything. All right. You know, what we're looking for is we're looking for anywhere between 30 to 50 pieces of content that we can base our keyword content based around certain specific keywords that we know is going to bring us traffic. You know, whether you want to hire a writer or do it yourself, you know, it's better to segment it off, because all we're going to do now is we're going to look through here and we're looking for keywords that are related to our business that we can start bringing in traffic to our website. So let's keep going here. We can tell that this particular site is getting some traffic. Maybe they did a 301 redirect. Maybe they did something along those lines. So we're going to go to the advanced filters. And what it's going to be is traffic less than 1,000, right? So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, and then we'll add another filter in here. All right, keyword. Let's stick with traffic because we want to make sure that they're getting a little bit of traffic or a little bit of volume into here. So what I'm simply looking for at this point is I'm looking for keyword opportunities based on traffic, but instead I'm going to switch to keyword difficulty. So let's just take a look here for KD, keyword difficulty, less than, and we're going to do 50. Okay? Okay. So let's keep going through here. Organic research, root domain. Okay, we're on the right path here. Now what we're going to do is let's up this so we can get the bigger volumes or larger volumes. Now we need to start looking. We can see that they're basing some content around specific areas that are around this area. So I can see that they're getting a little bit of their traffic, not very much, from these particular keywords. So let's up this now. Now let's take a look here. Now what we're looking for is we're looking for more opportunities. It does not look like this particular site is bringing in big traffic off of small. These guys have a lot of authority. I didn't say this was going to be easy, but I do see one opportunity. So one of the opportunities that I would do, and I found this with a lot of brands, right? A lot of keyword traffic or a lot of traffic that they'll get is based around their name. So one of the first pieces of content could be a versus or them and us or you could start relating your services to theirs. That way, when someone's searching for their brand or anything related to their brand, you can start popping up. So this is going to start going into our strategy. So if we make this big and we come over here, we have our rules here. We're looking for low competition keywords, meaning they have some traffic, they're not difficult to rank for, and they don't have a dedicated page about it. What we're going to start mapping out then is our strategy. What we need is at least 20 pieces of content or 20 keywords to write about. So what I would be doing here in this case, let's take this. Actually, let's get rid of this. Is number one, we're going to do, if a place for mom, because this is our example, is going to be, it's going to be a place for mom versus my brand. All right, that's a piece of content. That's content one. All right, so number two is going to be, so that's what we're looking for. Now we're mapping out a content strategy based around keywords that we know are driving them traffic, but they're not going to be ultra competitive. And we're only doing one. We would do this for all of our competitors. We're going to go through each and every single one of them. So let's keep looking here. So now we have some of these. Keyword difficulties in the range that we need. So under 50, so this is good. So we're going to keep looking. Absolute care health. So this could be a potential opportunity. Solutions home care. This could be an opportunity, right? So let's just say that this is what we go for. It's in the keyword difficulty range that we're looking for, under 50, right? We could see that it's getting a little bit of volume. They're not writing dedicated pages on it. They're bringing in these keywords based off of their community. As you can see over here, let me go ahead and do this. It's not a dedicated page on this. So they're bringing in this keyword because of authority, not because they're actually optimized for it, you see? So this would be an opportunity. I'm not digging deep in here. I'm just showing you the strategy. There's another step to it that we'll get into, but I want to grab a couple of these. So solutions, home care. Okay. So let's go ahead and put that in here. Solutions home care, then we'll come up with 3, right? And don't make this hard. Like, grab the stuff, grab the keywords, and I'll show you the next step, and then go and hire a writer and have them write the content. Take it to your website, post it. That's it, because there's going to be time for Google to catch up. So again, let's go back through here. I don't want to get ahead of myself. The Orchards Retirement Village. I'm just saying it. You'll know your business and your area. You'll know what makes sense. All right. But I could see here that's not bringing in very much traffic for them. Let's go back up to here. Let's see if we can get something that's a little bit more tasty. A little bit more tasty for them. All right, so let's get our volumes up. All right, so let's keep going through here. Okay, now we're just looking for country care, prestige home care. So prestige could potentially have it. It's under our range. Right? That could be a brand name, but who knows? It looks like they're bringing in a keyword. So prestige could mean that it's highly rated, right? It's prestigious. So that could be an opportunity. Why wouldn't we base content based around that, right? And again, I don't know this industry. I'm just giving based off of the numbers that I'm seeing, right? I just want to put it in perspective that this is what we're doing. We're looking for words, organic keywords that they're actually getting traffic for, but they're not dedicating a page off of. They're actually getting traffic for this. Because at the end of the day, content's cheap. You know what I mean? We can come over, and I'm not promoting these guys. I'm just saying this is one of the ones that I use. And this is about going rate, right? So all I have to do now is I'm creating my list here, right? Here's 1 through, let's say I come up with 20 different keywords that are low competition that my competition is already getting traffic for, but they're not optimized for. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my list of 20 articles. I'm going to come over, and all I'm showing you this for is not to promote these guys. I don't even use these guys. I don't trust these guys. I'm just showing you this, right? It's 80 cents per 100. You know, for $8, I could go get 1,000 words. This is what I'm getting at. This is how easy it is. We're getting our keywords. We're making our list. We have somebody go write it. We get it. We put it on the page. We add our photos. That's it. It's so easy. And I don't want anybody to get hung up. I want this. This is the strategy. I want it to be so easy for you. I want you to succeed in 2021. It's so simple. It makes, I want you guys to win. So let's keep looking here. I'm going to get one more as the example because there's another step. Stick with me here. So Home Sweet Home Care, I don't know if these are brands, but let's keep going. Alliance Care, Senior Care Homes. You're going to know what makes sense for you. We're looking for within the keyword difficulty score, and it has to have some type of volume, right? And we want to make sure that they do not have a dedicated page on it. Now, again, we're looking at one competitor in this example. We want to look at the top 5 competitors to pull out a list. Why is that? Because as I drew out here, yes, we're going to have a plan here, but this is maybe the first 60 days because we want a content marketing strategy. So if I have 20 here in a row, there are 20 keywords. Let's say that this is month 1 through 2 is going to be here, but I'm going to make another list for month 2 through 3, right? You see what I'm getting? We're going to have our strategy. So that way every other day we have something fresh. And why are we doing this? This is kind of aggressive. Yes, it is. But if we have big authority sites and we're a small guy and we want to start making sales, then we need to do the work now so we don't have to do the work later. So you want to get it going. I'm showing you how to build out yourself a strategy, and I hope this is helpful. So let's keep going here. Let me go back. And again, this is live. I would probably edit some of this out, but that's fine. Touch Home, Oaks Assisted Living, always there in home care, the Meadows. I'm looking for generalized Heart Home Healthcare. These looks like different types of brands but they're bringing in keyword traffic off of this. Ski Club. Let's keep going. Let's go to the next page. We're looking again under keyword difficulty 50. They don't have a dedicated page on it. We know they're getting traffic for it. It has a little bit of volume, more than 100 searches per month. This is what we're looking for. At least at first. So as we can see here, the Mercy House, Sitters, Park Senior Living. So there we go. That would be good. Appanage Home, Heritage Living. Let's keep going here. And then too, I get this a lot too. Yeah, but that's not really about my business. That's not directed to the sale. Yeah, but it gets people familiar with your URL, your brand. They're seeing you more and more. If they have a query because in the content, you're going to pull in other keywords. Just because you're based around this keyword, we know that our competition's getting traffic for this keyword. We optimize for that. We're going to bring in other keywords too. And that's the goal. The more content we can get on there and develop our plan and go month by month by month by month, the better off we'll be. So let's grab one more and then we'll go to the next step. So let's say that we want, let's just grab one, right? So Point Senior Living. Now, obviously, you're going to know your business. You're going to know what makes more sense for you. I'm just showing you the process. The process basically is keyword difficulty, whatever the tool is. We're looking for a medium to low. We're looking for something that has at least 100 searches, 200 searches per month. There has to be at least some volume there. It has to be legible, like it has to be something. And we want to make sure that our leading top competitors do not have an optimized page dedicated to that. Then once we have our list, let's take this one as our last one. We're just going to say, once we have our list, I would start with whatever you're comfortable with, but I'd probably start with 10 or 20 different articles. I don't know how to move this. Whatever. This is number 4. So once this is done, the next piece is, let's say, okay, active pen. There. Get rid of that. Let's say that we have our list now of 20. The next piece, I've actually grabbed it twice. I liked it so much I grabbed it twice. Let's say that we have our list now of 10 or 20. The next piece is, well, Chris, okay, now I understand that, okay, I'm going to create my list. I gave you the formula for creating your list for lower competition that has some volume that no one else is dedicated to. The next piece is, well, when we go and have it written, how do we know what to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a keyword, let's say solutions home care. All right, let's just take that one for instance. All right. We're going to pull it up and we could see what we're looking for is pages based off of, it is a brand, pages based off of the keyword, all right? if Google's calling for a specific amount, just to give yourself a baseline, what you want to do is you want to come in and you want to see, okay, the pages that are ranking already for this keyword, how many words do they have? So if you want to use a simple tool, they're very easy. SEO Quake has this, and all we're looking for is a word count, okay? Now, you don't have to hit this word count, and this is a big one, but you want to know what's currently already ranking to have an idea of how much content you need to write. So that's going to be next on the list. So first and foremost, we have our tool. We gathered up our 5 competitors. We're looking for low competition keywords. I gave you the process for that. The next step is create my list of at least 20 assets, right? Or 20 keywords that I want to target that fit the criteria. The next piece after that, right? So if is going to be checking to see, we got to come over here. The next piece, quite simply, sometimes this tool just doesn't want to work with me. The next piece after that, we're going to call this 4A, because I already have a 4 there, is going to be the word count, right? So how much content should I be writing? Once I've analyzed and I've done all the other steps, I need to figure out, well, when I go to send away to get this written, right, and just pick somebody, right? Doing something is better than nothing. Once you get that content written and you go and you check, then you can see how much should I have my content writer write, right? Because you don't want to do 5,000 words or 10,000 words when it only needs to be 700. So going and checking of what's currently already there, or at least something that's related, just to give you an idea. And then if you want to miss that step, there has been, I've seen quite a few little studies that around the 1,500 mark is a safe bet for a lot of keywords. But I would take the step or take the time to go and look and see exactly how many words I need. And that's going to be the same for how many pictures should I put on? Hey, is there a video on that page? Because I should have a video. You see the process here? I hope that this is helpful for your business. I've talked to so many people and they're getting hung up on, it's really that easy. I get my competitor, I throw them into a tool, I figure out, okay, keyword difficulty is this, it has a little bit of traffic, they don't have a page on it. All right, what makes sense? What are keywords that make sense for my business? And write content based around those keywords. Then all you need to do is take that keyword, now it's in your URL, you put it in your title, you put it in your H1, and then your content, and to be honest with you, you'll probably be good just with that. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that it has helped you. Don't get stuck. Don't micromanage. Just run, Just go. If you don't want to write the content yourself, just pick a content writer. If they stink, don't give them another job. Give them a test run. Get one article. Tell them, hey, I need 1,300 words on this keyword. Get the content back. Read it. If it's legible, if it's something that's acceptable, great. Use them again. If not, move on to the next person. With content writing, it's a race to the bottom. There's a million content writers out there on Upwork, on Fiverr. There's a million places. That ranking articles, I've used them before. It's not the best. There's a lot of content out there. Find your keywords, have the content written, match it to the SERP. You'll find success. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you get the ball rolling. I hope this helps your business. My name's Chris Palmer. If you have any further questions at all, anything, there's something I can help you with, ask in the comments below. I answer every single question. I look forward to it. I love it. Ask me. I'll help you. I have no problem. If you need further help, sign up. Give me a call. Don't call me. Send me a text or sign up. I'll help you further. If you need something a little bit more, sign up for a time. I'll help you out. I'll be more than happy to. I look forward to seeing you in the next keyword research, local SEO video. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. I hope that was helpful. Does anybody have any questions? Was there anything at all? I was trying to get through it relatively quickly. And I could probably really go through this. I could probably really pull out some keywords here. I'm sure if I knew anything about the industry at all, it would be very simple, I don't. I just really, I just want people that do well. Don't go, okay, what's up? How can I help anybody that's here? Holly. Hey, Chris. Hey, Holly. Great to see you, Holly. Nafi Sharif says, hello, Chris. I'm here. Great to have you. Mohammed says, hello, Chris. Hello to you. Holly says, hello. Holly, always great to see you and great to have you on. Top GFX said, 0 keyword difficulty, rank fast, and bring ton of traffic. No. If we're going to, and I agree, brother. I'm not saying that that's bad. You could do that. But if I'm going to allocate resources, right? If I'm going to allocate budget, my time, my energy, my business, then when it does pay off, because it will, as long as you can get enough pieces of content out there that are at least well optimized enough, and you can build some links to the overall domain or to the pages, when they come to fruition, when they become fruitful, I want it to be worth it for my brand, my business, my clients. So I'm looking for low medium, like very low medium, not super low, right? Not bottom of the barrel. It only gets 10 searches a month. I want at least 100 searches. It's got to be a little something. There has to be some meat on the bone, So that's a good strategy. I mean, it's okay, but that's not what, that's not what I would do, So I only teach what I would do. I like low comp, but there has to be a little competition or there's no volume, usually. Let everybody else fight over finding. And then plus we're talking about time here. We want to get as many pages launched as possible that are related to our brand, business, or service, that we can start getting traffic and start converting that traffic into leads and sales. That's the goal. So that's it. And then as traffic starts coming in and as you start seeing ranking, you'll start to realize, okay, this is a good article. Then you'll start structuring your internal links to the pages you want to rank and that article. You'll start getting rid of some articles and re-optimizing. The name of the game, and really why I made this video, is I wanted to make it seem as simple as possible. Grab your competitors, see what's working for them, throw it in, look at the keyword difficulty, and just start picking keywords and have somebody go write it. That's it. It's $8 an article. It doesn't have to be like articles. Just get the content on the board. You'll be so much more better off. I mean, I want to help, man. I've been running into this quite frequently recently, and I just want people to just start running. You prefer SEMrush over Ahrefs, I assume, at least. Any particular reason? I like their content. I like their content, and the other reason was when I reached out and I needed help with stuff, SEMrush was a lot faster. Their customer care for me was better, Holly. And when I give them recommendations or whatnot, they're a little bit faster to act, in my opinion. Also, when I wanted to work with them, Ahrefs, they didn't even answer me. So, I'm rooting for SEMrush from here on forward. That's why, Holly. But Mohammed says, yes, same question, because Ahrefs is much popular with massive data. Hey, and for me, I'm an underdog guy. I'm rooting for the underdog. I want to be on the underdog. I mean, the data, I've looked at both the datas. When we're talking about the stuff that really, they're pretty close. I like SEMrush. I think it's your opinion. You can do whatever you want. I'm a SEMrush guy. Going down the list here. Hey, Chris. Edward says, who do you trust for content? Yeah, I usually go to Content Mills. I'm looking for quantity. I'm looking for that happy medium. I'm looking for quantity that's relatively cheap, but they have an option of optimizing either using Surfer SEO or using Page Optimizer Pro. If they're willing to do it to spec, is what I call it, you can write whatever you want, but it needs to be optimized either to this degree or to this degree. And this is Page Optimizer or Surfer. Because I don't want to spend the time. Because if you've ever gotten a piece of content and then went back and had to optimize it, we're talking about an hour, 2 hours. It takes a lot of time. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a fair value, right? 80 cents, $1 a word. But they need to be able to optimize it to one of those tools. All right, so that's what I like. Can we take backlinks from DA89 sites with spam score more than 30%? That's up to you. Risk tolerance is up to the webmaster. All right, that's up to you. If if you want to look at a spam score from a third-party tool and then base your link building based upon that, then that's up to you. For me though, if I saw something like that, or if I'm doing link building, if it's something easy that you can just go get, then it needs to be buffered. I'd be sending it to another asset as an in-between. I wouldn't be sending that stuff right to my site. If anybody can go get it, don't send it right to your site. I mean, it's as easy as that. The only thing I want to show Google is the anchor text that I want to show them and the links that I want to show them, right? In the beginning of campaigns, I used to not care, but as things have shifted, especially with the past 2 updates, I mean, I would be, if it's not on the up and up, it needs to be buffered. That's the simplest way I could put it. Hey, Chris. Is my competitor. Could you please pick some keywords for me? I've already made some keywords, but please let me know. Well, yeah, the keyword, and 2, that's just one. What I would be looking for, though, is when you're looking for your primary keywords that you're targeting, who's showing up for the big keywords, right? So that's just one. And we just went over exactly what I would do. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to get me to, if you just want to see it or what. I don't mind throwing it into the tool if that's what you want. I'll do that for you. Okay, so can we rank a news site with Web 2.0 social signals if the competition is very easy? I'm not sure what you mean by, I just don't know why, right? If it's a lower competition, I would still do the same strategy. If it's lower competition, then instead of building out all those Web 2s and doing all of that stuff, then it's only going to take 2 or 3 guest posts from high authoritative domains. One to the homepage, and then one going to each of the pieces of content, the commercial intent content that I'm building. If it's low competition, I'm not going to do more. I'm going to do less of higher quality. Quality trumps quantity in most cases, depending on what you're doing. So that's my best for that. If you need the direct contact for Ahrefs, let me know. I can make it for you. I used SEMrush for 4 years before switching over to Ahrefs this year. Yeah, and Holly, I would. They've been so gracious, I would, think I appreciate that, but I would never change over. Not now. No way. You know what I mean? Like, I would never. No, I'm gonna root for SEMrush until forever. They help me, so I appreciate them. Does increasing DA or DR through paid services help better and serve DA and PA, DR, UR, trust flow, CF, all this stuff? We can spike that up, but that has nothing to do with ranking. It's good for a client. It's good for selling links. But when we're talking about ranking, that's irrelevant. True authority is true authority. And if you're building links, whatever you're doing, the objective is, optimize your page, build links to it. Manipulation of a third-party metric is manipulation of a third-party metric. There's benefits to it, but ranking, in my opinion, is not one of them. So hopefully that helps you out. Hey, Chris. First of all, I want to thank you for your great pedagogical videos. Okay. Do you have any general SEO strategy tips for newly started news websites? So, do I have any general SEO tips? I'm working on news sites for a whole nother reason, maybe from what you're doing, not for news, more for an entirely different angle. Once I have more tips and I have it mastered, then I'll start opening my mouth about it, but I mean, I don't want to tell you one thing and it be another, or something changes, or I'm still learning a lot of it, and once I have it mastered, I'll start cranking out videos. Don't worry. But I just, I don't want to tell you. Holly's here. She's on it. She does that. I'm still learning a lot with the news sites. And I want it for something very particular for bigger clients that I have. So, Yeah, I haven't quite mastered it yet. So can content rank well without many backlinks? And what types of links are the most powerful? Can content rank without links? Yes. What kind of links are most powerful? Links that your competitors have are the most powerful. So if we have a top position ranker that has a topical, authoritative domain that they're getting a link from, and you can acquire that link as well. And the reason being is we know that Google's already rewarding this site, right? So if I can mimic their profile, but take out all the junk and only get the best, those are the most powerful links. So if I'm looking at all of my competitors in a niche and I start building based off of their profile, that's the most powerful links. So hopefully that helps you. Can content rank well without any backlinks, and what types of links are the most powerful? All right, and held for review. I'm not sure why they blanked this. They blocked this out. Can excessive affiliate links hurt the rankings of your article? Can excessive affiliate links hurt the rankings of the article? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Like externally? Like you're outlinking to somewhere? Can a whole bunch of external links or outbound links hurt your site? You know, you can no-follow a lot of them. I wouldn't be concerned with it hurting your site. I mean, now if you get up into the tens of thousands, maybe, or 1,000 or 2,000 or something, but, 5 or 10 outbound links to your offers, is that going to hurt your site? I highly doubt it. I wouldn't be concerned with that. Coming down the list here, let me see here. All right. Here, each keyword has different ranks. And I'm sorry, Nafi. Those types of very, very specific, like what if this and what if that, the variations and things that the answer could be are so different. Like without looking at it, these are super precise, here each keyword has a different ranked page 1 through 5. So for each keyword, I should take the respective 1 through 5 ranking and check their backlinks. That's right. Yeah. Google ranks pages, not the whole site. So if you're going for a keyword, I need to analyze the competition for that keyword. Then I need to come up with my strategy based on page and off page. So it's on and off for each keyword as its standalone entity. I look at every single page, every single keyword is just like you did for your homepage. Hey, I want to rank for SEO consulting. That's one page. Okay, my services page is this. My SEO audit page is this, right? And I'm analyzing the competition based off of that. Now, every single link, it's almost unrealistic budget friendliness, right? To look at each of those keywords, find the competition, and then build the exact links that they have. It would be very, very difficult, right? Now, but going to those sites and picking out the highest authority links that you think you could get faster, that's something that's scalable. That's something you can do. And I think that those links are going to give you the best bang for your buck. Those are the links. If it's being rewarded already, I want to build those. You'll find a lot that you can just go out and build or go buy, right? So I'd be looking at those. But don't be, depending on your risk tolerance. I'm not saying go buy PDN links or go buy niche edits or go buy guest posts. Depending on your risk tolerance is going to determine where you go and buy your links and how fast you build them. If you want to be safe, get the links that are already being rewarded. It's going to cost you more and it's going to take you longer. But if you want to be safe, it's up to you. All right. Thank you. Looking forward to your mastering it. Yeah, me too, Rick. Ricky, I'm looking as well. I'm trying to master it for very specific 2 clients that I have. Yeah, I'm looking for reputation types of services. So, very, very high. I need to make sure I get things very specifically right. because it'll be very, very profitable for me and for them. Actually, more so them than me, but it'll be helpful to their business a lot. So that's why it's profitable. My competitors are using Blogger with Blogspot. Here, let's take a look at this guy here. Let's go see what these guys got going on here. So I'm guessing this is your competitor. So I mean, I'm simply bringing it over, and I want to take a look. Where are these guys getting their traffic? A majority is coming from the United States. That's good to see. Then we need to start looking. Let's start looking at our keyword difficulty, right? Let's go up here to our advanced filters. So our keyword difficulty is less than 50. We can actually do 60. We just want to see. So keyword difficulty is less than 60. Let's look for the highest volume. So this is interesting. The majority of their traffic is not coming from these keywords. So, and it looks as though that they're bringing in secondary, and I can guarantee you, like these smaller terms, you could probably get away with a lot less content. Like we did in the last example, you notice that these were just mentions on an authoritative domain inside of a community tab, which is probably like a little chat, like a little forum or something, you know, that's just a page within a page within a page. You know, that was our last example. So just by them mentioning on the page, they're able to start pulling in traffic. So let's go over here. All right. So I like these. So if we're looking at this, we have our keyword difficulty is less than 50. And then what I'm looking for is they're getting this traffic here. This is estimated traffic, according to SEMrush, that for these keywords here, they're bringing in this much as their exact traffic. The volume is here for the actual keyword term, and this is what they're getting, right? So as you can see here, this is what they're getting. Here's the volume for the keyword, and then here's the keyword difficulty. So this would be one of the lists. Now this is one competitor of yours, whomever asked. I forget the username, but whomever asked, this is one list. This is one plan. And when we're talking about 80 cents per 100 words, this is what I mean. I'm just building out content based around keywords that I know the winners are getting traffic for. And I want to start shaving. I want to shave this 50 off of them. I want to shave this 42 off of them, right? It's probably more. Now, I'm not saying every single keyword, but the ones that make sense for you. The ones that have a big upside potential, meaning here's one right here that has a 720 potential. Afterpay designer bags. This would be a key term. And if I'm running an affiliate, I'd be looking for all the guys or gals or companies and brands that offer that. You know, so this is the strategy. I mean, it's as simple as this. I'm looking for keyword difficulties right here. I'm looking for the competitor, which is here, has to have it, and they don't have a dedicated page based on it, right? They're pulling it in off of authority. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. Give me one moment. Hey, little buddy. Hi, little buddy. How are you? How are you today?
Dad doesn't look bad. Dad, don't look bad.
No. Where are you going, little?
Yeah, I gotta ask everybody.
Where's little Chris going? We're going to see Sarah and Becky.
And we're also going to get a picture taken.
Listen, Chris.
Dad.
Cool. I'm going to do that list as soon as I'm done. What? I got you.
This piercing in the picture or no?
No, like that. Just like that. Nice. No, not like that. Like this. No, it looks a little better like that. Yeah, like that.
Hate myself, Dad. Hate everything about me.
Little Chris. Little Chris. All right. So let's keep going through here. I got 15 more minutes. I'm sorry, my little guy is going to see his cousins, Sierra and Declan. So I wanted to say goodbye. Important for me. All right. So, okay, going down the list here. All right, Muhammad says, my competitors are using Blogger with Blogspot subdomain, and they're ranking at top, even with no backlinks using WordPress. Should I switch to Blogger? No. No. I'd be analyzing and trying to figure out what they're winning off of, right? Are they doing on page better than you? What's their authority? How many links do they have? What's their content they're winning off of? It's not necessarily the platform, I'd be analyzing and seeing what they're doing, and they're beating you on every single keyword that you want to target for, or are they just beating you off of the main one, because I see that a lot. People say, oh, this is my main competitor. Yeah, but they're only beating you on that one vanity term. Like, there's trillions of keywords out there, so let them win on that one, and then just start knocking them down those other keywords. You're going to win in the overall, plus you're building your overall site's authority by targeting more keywords, having a larger site, having more answers to queries. It'll be better for you in the long run. What's the most important factor for local SEO we have to consider? One is, do I have a GMB that's verified? Number two is, do my competitors have an older domain than me? Three, am I mapping the GMB over? Like services, is everything congruent with one another? Is it all making sense? Are my categories and subcategories the same as what I'm offering? Are my phone numbers the same? My relevance, is that there? Do I have my social profiles set up in place? Am I actually close to where the searchers are searching for this type of business? Are there even people searching for my business? Some of the key factors I'd be looking for, though, is looking at my competitors' domain age. How many pages do they have? What are they talking about? What are the services? Am I mapping my GMB over? These are the things that I'm going to be looking for first. Hopefully that helps you. Can you do a video show to show how to set up OBS for live streaming like this? Oh, it is so easy. I'm an SEO channel. Like, I don't stray from the path, like I don't do any side stuff. Like, I teach SEO. Like, sometimes I might throw in something, but you download OBS, right? You come over here to file, and then you go to settings. Once you're inside of settings, you have your stream, right? You have your output. Here's streaming and recording. You see? That's it. It's all within settings. And then when you're trying to get the picture-in-picture, all you do is you have your video and your display capture. You do a right click right here, and then you go to filters. And on the filters is a chroma key. Boom, that's how I get green screen. It's very, very easy. I watched the tutorial on YouTube when I first started this. To be honest with you, I watched Chase Reiner's video on this. He actually... this was like 3 years ago. I watched him how to do this. This isn't my first channel. I've tried channels multiple times that I have failed at. It was a learning process for sure, but there's numerous videos on how to do that. My only objective with this channel is to teach SEO for local, for Google, for GMBs, affiliate, and then I'm going to start throwing in PPC, Facebook, Google, YouTube ads, things like that. But it's all going to be marketing. Like, I wouldn't ever, share my setup or anything like that. Like, I stick to the script. Going down the list here. So any tips we can push on Google My Business from number 3 to number 1? Is it links? Is it content? Which one will give the boost the most? The boost comes from people searching and clicking on your business. If you want to go from 3 to 1, get more people to click on your listing. Whether that means running ads, whether that means directing your email subscribers over there, whether that means paying for micro workers, whether that means running Facebook ads to internal posts on the GMB, whether that's having a Maps ad so you're generating more traffic, whether that means increasing the amount of posts, running events, running coupons, directing people to it. Clicks and engagement, as long as you're within the proximity, is how you rank. It's as simple as that, my friend, and hopefully that helps you out. Drew, what's up, brother? My main man. Good to see you. Thank you, Chris. Always my pleasure. Naffy says that's sweet. I'm happy to help. Oh, you guys probably heard me. That's my main man. Little Chris is my guy. I think a lot with everybody. My whole outlook on what I was doing completely changed. Like I have a daughter that's older. But my mindset when I was in my 20s is a lot different than when I'm nearly 40, It's completely different how I shifted everything. When I was 22 and I had my daughter, I was a completely different guy, But I love little Chris and Lily are definitely are the world. They mean the world to me. So I'm jealous. I want a little buddy. Yeah. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. It's very hard. It's very difficult, and there's times that it's trying. But if we had to put it on a scale, the negative is none. You can't even see it, Yeah, there's nothing better. Chris is back. Little buddy told Dad, let's play now. Yeah. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Well, he's going to see his cousins. He's going to play. My job is we have a new batch of stuff we had to clean out the other day. I have a new batch of stuff I'm going to take pictures of. I enjoy that. So we could put them on Live Auctioneer and take the poor quality stuff and put it on eBay. I do that in my fun time. So thanks for the live stream. I learned many things. Glad. Great to hear. How important is domain age? My age is 3 months. How negatively does that impact my rankings for the competitors? Well, at first, when you're first starting out, domain age plays a part until you start building trust and authority within the domain. So as you build out pages, and as a good way to look at it, and I'm starting to lean towards this, is looking at your search traffic. As you start, you'll notice that all of your search traffic is about the same. As you start building your age and authority, Google's going to start testing you for higher volume keywords, stronger keywords, and your site should be growing with it. So domain age plays a part only because trust signals and everything is employed. Now you can hurry this process up by building your citations, building press releases, having your social profiles in there, having your schema mapped to the social profiles, having everything that you would do doing at an accelerated rate is going to get you there faster. But domain age, if you're looking at a SERP and this site's 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, 13 years, it's going to be hard for you to get in there. But there's something called QDD, Query Deserves Diversity. There is an opportunity always to jump in there with a better answer or a different answer. So there's domain age matters, which is really a trust signal in my opinion. It matters, but it's not the deciding factor. Hopefully that helps you out. Preferred SEO says, so we could set up a coupon on GMB and push visitors through Facebook ads and it would boost our overall GMB rankings. A very long story short, yes. I don't know about right away. I like Facebook ads as well. I think always take a look at what Google's showing you in Insights and think to yourself, how can I increase these numbers that matter that are being showcased, right? Reviews. How many people are looking at reviews? How many people are making phone calls from GMB? How many people are looking at the images? And this is all being said with saying that, hey, I'm at number 4. How do I get up higher? The deciding factor then becomes clicks, traffic, engagement, people coming into the platform. So you need to look at those insights. If everything else is done, you're mapped perfectly to the #1 ranker. Categories are the same. You have the same amount of characters, down to a T. Then it's all about those metrics. How can I increase these metrics? And you'll find success. Hopefully that helps you out. Almost 40, you look great, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Chris, what do you do apart from YouTube? Well, I have, well, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like what exactly do I do? If we're talking about monetary stuff, if we're talking about what do I do for money, consulting, training. I have 2 main clients that I've dwindled down that I've been with forever. Those are my main clients. I've been working with them forever. They showed me pretty much everything, like from my dad to, hey, this is how SEO works, kind of a thing. Here's how you do Facebook ads. Here's what a landing page is. Here's a funnel before I even heard the name Russell Brunson. You know what I mean? Like, they showed me everything, so I've stuck with them. So that's the main piece. The other thing that I do is cleanouts and auctions. Primarily, it's slowed down a lot, but we're trying to get cleanouts, right? Small, run an ad in the paper. It's in a very short radius, somewhere where we can get to very easily. I call it picking out the money. Find all the really good stuff, and we'll create an auction bi-monthly on Live Auctioneers or High Bid or something along those lines. The lower ticket items go over to eBay. That's pretty much it. And then the rest of the time is with mostly my son now, because my daughter doesn't, she doesn't like play or anything, So that's pretty much it, Muhammad. Hey, Chris, I have a question. Shoot, Anna. Amna, go ahead and fire away. Abdul says, can you please explain what accordion a website and how to use it? So what's an accordion? So an accordion is like it's almost like a drop-down menu. All right. So here we go. Here's an example. Just to make it as easy. Here's an accordion. All right. So an accordion can be used, like, you don't have to display stuff. Like, you can go more gray hat or white hat with it, but this is an accordion. This is what we're looking at here. How you use it is it's another place to put content. You can also hide content inside of them. You don't even have to make them display the drop down, but you can have content in them. So this is what they are. How they're used is to display content. They can also be used to hide content. All right. So that's what it is. That's how it's used, and that's how it can be manipulated. Let's drop some of these. All right. Keeping it going. When will you come live again? I have no idea. When I have time or when I'm free. Like, I knew my son and daughter were leaving today, right? I already knew that I had a list of work to do. Today, I took care of my clients this morning, and then I knew what I had to do, so I knew I had some time. So that's why I'm live, I'm working on some stuff for Chris Palmer SEO, so that's why, like, my video upload was every other day, because I've been working on some other stuff. I'm not launching, but I'm going to start doing group coaching, so I'm getting some assets in order, so I can start bringing in people, and I want everything to work properly. I want to be able to help more people for cheaper, is what I'm getting at. I want to be able to get to and then I'm mapping out with my wife time structures that will work out good for us, and then I want to be able to fill it with X amount of people. That's my goal. But I have to have everything working in order first before I showcase it. So that's one piece. And then aside from that, I'm working on trainings. And a book. So, and then I have other businesses I'm doing. Plus I have clients, and it's just like running. So the live is just whenever I have the moments. Sometimes I have a lot of time. And I'm just like, hey, I'm going to go on and answer questions for people. Thank you, Chris. Hello, Chris. Accordion for fact schema. Yeah, I mean, fact schema is within the source code. But you can have questions and answers and then take and have an accordion at the bottom or in the middle or at the top. And then so you can add the schema to the page. You can do that. But you can also have questions and answers within the content. You don't have to have it segmented. So it's up to you. Like if you go take a look, he's a very popular SEO, Matthew Woodward. He's got Q&A schema where he gets pop-outs and he just takes it out of the content. Like he asks, it's just written in the content like normal. It just flows, you know. And then he's just pulling out, here's the question and here's the answer. Here's the question, here's the answer, you know. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I mapped it over and I was like, okay, this is cool. It works. He ranks. I like it. I thought it was pretty cool because most people do, like you said, they'll make an accordion, they'll make a special place, but it could just be weaved in the content. So, yeah. All right. So WordPress post date update plugins are not working anymore. Can you suggest something else? For dates of the content, I'm sure you're on a maintenance schedule of bi-monthly or once a month. You're going in and freshening up your posts. When you're freshening up your posts, you can change the content date and the dates within the metadata, you know, when you freshen up your post. So it doesn't have to be auto. And when you're doing that, and then after you freshen up everything, you're probably resubmitting your sitemap and you're asking for resubmission, I would hope. And when that happens, Googlebot crawls twice. You'll notice this, right? They crawl 2 times. Anytime you suggest it, they come twice. All right, so what they're looking for, I have no idea. But they are looking for changes and edits, kind of like a reconsideration. The bot will come and check. And then that's how they know if anything's been changed. So I wouldn't just freshen it up. It doesn't add a boost. I'd make sure that I'm actually freshening something up so I can get the freshness boost. So hopefully that answers your question. You know, when you're just... Instead of using a plugin and just doing it auto, when you go to freshen up the post every single month or bi-monthly, then change those details yourself. You're already in there. You might as well, you know. So hopefully that helps you out. Sounds like a touch of ADHD. Keep it going. That's always been a strong suit for me. Multiple projects. You know, I don't look at it as a negative. I look at it as a positive, but I do have a hard time. I have had a hard time throughout my life focusing on, like, I'll have a goal, but there's a lot of things within that goal that I'm doing, you know. But yeah, I'm going to keep it going. Can you share the link? Can you share the link accordion site? What do you mean? I mean, if you go to the HTML, I forget what it is. You know, I think it's called W3 School. Yeah, W3 Schools. That's what it's called. So if you go in here to W3 Schools, will help you with all the stuff that you either want to do right or manipulate. You can learn right inside of this platform right here. They'll teach you how to do everything. So here's an accordion where you can do 1, 2, 3. They give you an example here. Like, I've learned a lot utilizing this platform. So anything you're trying to learn, even if it's like manipulation tactics or just cool tricks, just take a look in here. There's all kinds of stuff to be learned. So check it out. They have CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python. They have it all. You know, I've spent quite some time in here, and I think you'll find this a valuable asset, Abdul. It's called w3schools.com. That should be an ad, you know. Anything you want to learn, it's right there. All right, balancing here. I have updated the content manually, but Google still shows the published date instead of the updated date. Well, have you changed it on your sitemaps? Have you changed it within all of your meta tags or the schema that you're utilizing on the page? Check your source code, see where it's at. You know, they're pulling the date from somewhere, so I'd go in there and I'd double check. All right. I'm at the hour mark. I think that's going to be it. I hope that I hope the initial I'm going to ask anybody that's here, did that, should I redo that, or did that make sense for everybody? The initial concept or the topic of the video, because if you've watched me for any period of time, you know that I'm going to keep the part about the information and shave off the comments, right? Like the question answer part, I'll probably make into another video. Did that make sense for you, or should I redo it? Did that make sense for everybody? Or at least one person tell me yes or tell me no. If it didn't make sense, tell me no, please. So I can redo it. I'll go back over it again, and I'll try to make it more finite, you know, because I'm more on a roll now. I feel more awake now. Even though I've made videos hundreds of times, you know, when I first turn it on, like I still feel like, I don't know. It takes a while to get used to it, you know, because I'm just standing in my office talking to a to a camera. It's still kind of weird, you know. It's an experience. Loved it. Don't remove. Cool. All right. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Nafi. I appreciate you guys and gals. Everybody. I appreciate everybody. The more people I can help, the better. All good, mate. Cool. Thank you, Gary. And I'm sure you guys know that. I talked to a young lady this morning, helping people and doing the best for the end person, even if they do something to you, is still always going to be the best. You know you did the best thing. Your karma's good. It's a karma thing, you know. So I'm happy I can help everybody or anybody, even if it was one person. Even when I started, like my wife used to bust my chops. I'd get like 20 views on a video. One person would comment. If you look at my old videos, I'll have these long comments. Like, I was just so appreciative. You know, hey, I was able to help this one person. You know? I was just thrilled. Tickled to death. She used to bust me. You know, like bust my chops. Like, why are you wasting your time? I was like, well, if I help this person and they tell somebody, that'll be 2. And then they'll tell somebody, that'll be 3. Next thing you know. So, yeah. Hey, Chris. Hey, IAQ. I have a YouTube symbol with a monkey. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Ahmed, but I know that you're a good guy. We've talked before in the comments, so I'm sure it's something positive, but I have no idea what those mean. You know? Man, it's been a run. Yeah, and I'm working on a project. You know, everybody runs into one of the things I really want to work on is I ran into a vendor. What I want to say is this. I want to take an idea that I saw that's awesome and anybody else that maybe can implement it faster. But I noticed that I went to a vendor, and what they did is they would set up expired assets. They would like set up mini nets for each person. So when you go to buy links, they'd go and set up the assets for you. It was such a great idea. And I was like, nobody's doing this, you know. And then you're also building all of your digital assets as well. I mean, I thought it was brilliant. It's not the cheapest way to do things, but the end user gets the best bang, and you're building your assets. Such a great idea. I never miss your live, so it's great. I don't see any more questions. I could probably talk for days about SEO and everything else, but I do have to take some pictures. I do actually have to do some more work. It's been such a pleasure. I'm glad I could help everybody today, or anybody, at least one person today. If the content was good, great. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much, and goodbye. I'll see you next time. Kelly says, thanks, Chris. Can I please ask best tool or resources to add video schema? Thank you. Can I create 3 or 4 sites, same niche, same hosting account? I wouldn't do that. I'd break it up. And then video schema. Did you say video schema? Yeah, there's a tool that I used before. I showed it in one of my videos, but I forgot the name of it. I think it's this one. Let me see. Let me just take a look at these. I think it was this one. I would just try these out, but I think it was this Ninjas one is the one I used in that video. These work great. So it was either this one or this one. I think it was this one for some reason, because I remember the video iframe. So I just pick a tool, but then after I did that, I created myself a template. So hopefully that helps you out. And I have to go. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, and goodbye. See you next time. Bye-bye.